I'm Mary Louise Hemmeter. I am a professor in special education. I grew up doing everything with young children. I always loved young children. Some of my family's best friends had a son who had intellectual disabilities, and I grew up with him, and I always just thought children with disabilities belonged with children without disabilities doing the same thing we did. I've always been interested in effective instructional practices with young children with disabilities, but I've also always been interested in children being in inclusive settings. And as I was doing that work, one of the things that became clear to me was that one of the barriers to doing good instruction in pre-K classrooms is how you address behavior issues that happen in early childhood classrooms. And so I became interested in the relationship between good instruction, good curriculum, and children's engagement.
Ready? Up.
Often we come up with effective practices, but don't really do the work around how do you support teachers to implement those practices. So I've done work on how you support teachers either through coaching or through other kind of program-wide implementation supports. About 10 years ago, there was a study published that showed that children who were in preschool were 3 times more likely to be suspended from preschool or expelled from preschool than children in K-12. What's most troubling to me about that is that we're often kicking kids out of preschool because they don't know how to get along with others or because they're aggressive to other children. So we're kicking them out of the place where they're going to learn to be appropriate with their friends and to engage in appropriate social interactions. And we're kicking them out because they can't do it, rather than thinking about how do we keep them in these programs and support them to learn those skills. I really, really, really believe that if we provide high quality early childhood experiences to young children, that'll make a difference in how they do in school and ultimately how they do in life.